Hey YouTube, today for Mother's Day we're going to do a tutorial on covered berries, but we are going to show you another way to drizzle. I have my Wilton's tip. Looks kind of like a pin, but if it's more convenient for you, you can use toothpicks as well. Alright, here we go. What you want to do is dip your berries. Make sure they're completely covered, unlike mine. Next, you take your first color, and I like to do stripes. I leave a little room in between to go back with my next color. And kind of, there's no particular pattern because it is such a dark color. I'm just going to use dots. And you have your tool. So what we're going to do is easily go one way, come back another, lift up, go back, come back. It's a real easy motion. What you're doing is mixing your colors, and then there you have it. Alright, I'm going to show you guys on a black one as well. I like to leave my toothpicks in until they're completely dry. These will sit in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. It doesn't really take that long, but just to make sure it has a good crust on it, that's what I like to do. So this time I'm going to use black. It probably doesn't look black, but it is. We'll choose another big berry. You want to, some people like their berries half dipped. I try to get mine as dipped as full as possible. And then on this one, I'm going to start with my lighter color, which is white. And because it's a dark berry, I like to use a lot more color. And then go back with my other light color, which we're going to just kind of go in between. And it's okay if your colors touch. Alright, I'm going to show you guys with the toothpick this time. I did start in the middle because that's where most of my chocolate was, and I don't want to lose too much of it. And then you're still going to do the same, one side to another, just mixing your colors as you go. You kind of want your toothpick to touch the berry a little, but not so much that you're scraping the chocolate or candy melt off. And see, this is what we came up with. I hope you guys can see that pretty well. Berry number 2. We're going to go a different direction with this. We're going to put down the baby blue first. And you do want to shake your excess candy melt or chocolate off. It just makes for a more clean look. Plus, if you're adding more chocolate to it, it makes it heavy and it's going to run off anyway. So this time we will go across in stripes. Don't worry about if it's too much chocolate, if something leaks into another color. I'm going to use a toothpick again. This time we're just going to go straight down, come straight up. You want to keep them pretty close together so you get a good pattern. You see how close mine are? Down and then up, down and then up, down again, up, down again. You really want to just do this until you run out of chocolate. And I actually ran out of blue because it's over here. That's what I was saying about letting it kind of sit a second to get the excess off. But you still have a pretty good marbled berry. And this time we're going to show you with the white. Set that out the way for a second. Typically I do fold my strawberry leaves up, but today not so much. All right, with the white we're going to go across with our darker color first. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I typically try to get about 4 lines, and sometimes I try to turn them a little bit so you can see the variations in different berries, because I think that makes it look pretty, kind of different. And then I am going to actually put a little bit of white in. All right, here we go. We're going to go down first, come back up, down again, 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 and one more time back up. So this is what we ended with. It's pretty even. I like the marble on the berry, and it's going to turn out really nice on a contrast. You could use a doily. I actually got these little things at Walmart. I think there's a pack of 8, but if not, I've seen them at Joann's as well. Sometimes they're silver, sometimes they're like this. This one had a big berry on them. They're from Wilton's. I don't recall how much they cost, but I'm sure you can get them on Amazon as well. All right, guys. Next, I have a apple. Not everybody likes candied apples, myself included. I prefer candy melt. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this with an apple and your Wilton's melter. What you're going to do is sit your apple in via the stick, and you're going to turn slowly, carefully coating the entire apple. I like to use Granny Smith apples. They really don't change the color of your candy melt. And once you're done getting a complete coat, you're just going to hold it over for a second. And just look at the excess as it drips off. Sometimes I shake it a little bit to get it going. All right. Now this seems to have a little excess. Okay, so what we're going to do here is the same thing that we did with the strawberries, except we're going to use it on an apple. So I'm just going to do half of an apple. I'm just going to go up and down, kind of wavy like. Oh, okay. So the apple is still kind of dripping. That is, sometimes that happens. We'll go up and down. And then our last color of contrast will be black. All right. So because we went up and down, we're going to go from side to side on the apple. And you kind of want to do this a little fast, just so that all of your candy melt does not drip off. And there we go. My apple is still leaking, so I'm going to go ahead and sit it down so I don't destroy my pattern. And it's actually tilted. I guess that's the apple I chose. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, guys, this is our finished product. As you can see, it's set up pretty good, even on the apple, which was still kind of running off. There's only a little excess, and feel free to use a butter knife carefully to remove it if that ever happens to you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.